I'm not so tall, but I hope that you can see me. So, I hope you are not so tired so that I can do a small exercise with you. I would like to know which generations do we have here in this room. So I would ask you to raise your hand if you were born between 1920 and 1945. No, we don't have major seniors here, but it could be. And between 1946 and 1965, the baby boomers, we also don't have anybody.
No.
The Gen Xers between 66 and 79, few, one only.
2, 3.
3, sorry, I didn't see. And the others, I suppose, are all Gen Iers. Yes, the millennium generations. Okay. I think that usually in conferences we have all the generations presented. This is not the case at university. We don't have everyone learning at the same time. But actually, if we had, we could have many benefits, and we have several studies that tell us the benefits of intergenerational learning. For example, the contribution to the challenge of ageism. Ageism, the discrimination against age, is really huge in several countries, including mine. And we know from the European Social Survey that, for example, the Portuguese society would like or would love that this discrimination against age, and this in both ways, the older to the young and the young to the older, would decrease, because it makes lots of problems in our society. And this intergenerational learning, it brings also the promotion of social capital, community development, learning and practice, and the cognitive stimulation for people that are involved in these types of activities. This new intergenerational paradigm says that in the traditional view of intergenerational learning, we had the old people teaching the young people. What we have in the new intergenerational paradigm is that both generations learn and teach at the same time. For example, there are some researchers, and one of them is APPAC. He's very famous in UK, received lots of awards for this type of issues to create society for all ages. And APPAC tell us that universities are the ones that should achieve new ways of thinking, and in terms of intergenerational issues, should do more and more research on these questions, because we need to understand more. What we've done at the Lisbon University Institute, it is a research institute where I work. We've done 2 years ago, we began a so-called intergenerational university within the university. What we know to do in our daily life is to do research. So we thought that we could teach different generations which are the skills of research and how to conduct a research project. And these, you can see, are real people, are not taken from Google, but are our students. We have national and international students, and students from different ages, plus 65, and young also adults. We have the short videos of these programs in YouTube. If you would like to see, you just put in your tube Universidade Intergeracional in Portuguese, or you can mail me and I can send you the links, where we show what we do. I didn't bring the videos, but I thought I could speak to you what is it. Why we continue this project? We are now going to the 3rd edition, because students tell us how interesting and how important these kind of intergenerational programs are. Just in one of the last session, I heard a colleague from Hong Kong speaking also about an intergenerational program at her university, and it is very interesting to share this type of projects, because we come to similar results in terms of what we can give to society, but also what we can give to our university. Here you have some of the quotations of students, and was an opportunity to continue to value our elders and prospective youth development. The meeting joint reflection on the issues of family and aging, on ways to manage and overcome difficulties, was the good thing of this intergenerational university, said by a senior person. We had in this program examples of solidarity. For example, we had a student, a young adult that was at the moment unemployed, and she has a child and started to think about doing the clothes for her own child. But as she is unemployed, she had no money to buy the material to do the clothes. And in one of the sessions she was speaking about this, and there was an old lady that told, "Oh, I think I have a solution for your problem, because Portugal is under an economical crisis. I have a brother that had to close his material company. So I have my house full of material and I want to get rid of it." So this was a simple solidarity example, that through a university we put two people from different generations together. But others, as how to deal with the iPad or how to deal with metro, or we had also students, Erasmus students from other countries, and the old students had more time, free time, and knew more about history of Portugal to bring them around and showing the country. So at the moment maybe you are thinking, but what the hell is she speaking about? What type of program is this? Good, so that you are paying attention if you have this question. The project consists, we have two types of students, seniors and juniors, and when they enroll our program, they know they will learn research skills together, how to conduct a project, and the issues of the project that they will conduct is family, mental health, and intergenerational relationships. In these first thematic sessions, we ask them, we do a brainstorming, which types of questions would you like to do research on? Which would you think? And then we match them in intergenerational teams. And these groups begin the project together while we are teaching them the steps of a research project. They understand why we should do a literature review, how should we put our research question, what is the aim, what do they want to study based on their ideals, but also based on the literature review, and so on. And another thing is that our teachers of this university are university students, are research assistants at master's and PhD levels, and they are the ones that teach most of the course, so that they can also gain this transfer of what they learned during the years of their training as master and PhD students. They can teach now lay people how to do a research project. When they do these projects, they put the research project together in a scientific poster. So on the Intergenerational Solidarity International Day, that is on April 29th each year, we do a conference at our university where we invite experts in the field, but also people that were students and teachers in this program, so that they can show the posters, but also speak which were the good and bad things of being involved in this project. Here you can see more precisely, these are real pictures that you can see different ages, different generations, first having more thematic sessions, more theoretical sessions, then working in groups divided by interests and by research, and then the conference at the end where they receive their diploma. So this is being a trial, and we are now going to the third year. We have been improving, and the most interesting thing is that the ones that enrolled in the first year, they don't want to go away from university. So many of them, the senior ones, asked if they could somehow continue. And the ones that were really good, active senior, I invited them to be also teachers. So in our second edition of this program, we had in the teachers group also intergenerational teams. And it seems if this will continue like this, so we will have intergenerational teams in terms of students and also in terms of teachers. And the whole is like if it was an intergenerational family, because people don't want to go away from this program, this type of program. Who seeks us? From the seniors side, we have people that tell us they have a fulfilled life, but they have a desire to do something more. They tell that they crossed colossal changes, big changes in a little time. They have an applied life experience and culture. They think they are active, but they are not prepared for the crisis that Portugal is crossing. From the junior parts, we have people that perceive themselves as autonomous, independent, creative, innovative, very linked with technology. They tell that they are from a generation with less gender discrimination, and they think that they have many values that they are lacking, is the way they present themselves. Why they seek us? The senior people seek us because they want to learn or relearn. They want to analyze these topics, family, mental health, intergenerational issues. They find this program as a personal asset. They are intellectually curious people. They want to find solutions to help understanding their family and other people. They need a mental health occupation, and they find the model, this intergenerational learning paradigm model, very interesting. That's why they enroll. The juniors, they want to develop, enhance, deepen their knowledge. They want to develop research skills. They find it an enriching experience, and they also want to gain skills to deal with older people, even in their family. So what we think is that we will continue testing the best way, because we understood already that many times when the group work begins, there begin problems, because as you might know, in all group works, many relational, emotional problems they are. And in terms of intergenerational work, these problems also exist. So it might be that we understand that teaching research for lay people, for some older people, can be difficult, can be too difficult, and we can think about other types of activities. What we understand is that we can have different type of people, juniors and seniors, but we have to have something in common. For example, the colleague from Hong Kong, what she gives them to do is a life story book. We have also this kind of projects in Portugal that we put them together writing a life story book. Or what we have now, another project is that we have, for example, 2 psychologists or 2 medical doctors, and we make a small movie about what are the differences. They have like 40 years of professional differences experience in terms of years, but they speak about it's something that make them together, and this is what we think that is good, and that there is an output, a public output. We think that this way we can decrease ageism, and we can have all these benefits I mentioned to you at the first slide, because we understand that from this experience they want to stay together, and we have already students from the first edition that began doing some small projects in their community, so they bring this knowledge to their community. This was what I wanted to tell you. We have a Facebook page where you can stay in touch. You have also my email. I am the spokesperson for the Portuguese working group for advocacy for intergenerational policies. So anything you need, this is Lisbon. I hope you can join us in Lisbon one day, but anything you want, please contact me. Thank you.
Thank you very much.